Let's Pitawalla.
Pitawalla.
Pital.
Pita?
Walla.
Walla.
That's it.
I can just do Samir.
Yeah, just do Samir.
Okay. So like most markets, I imagine the Indian market has some idiosyncrasy. Probably should not use that. We're still rolling.
Idiosyncrasy.
Should not. Hey everyone, it's Adam with VideoMind. We're joined by Samir. He's a director of interactive Disney India. Samir, thanks so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
So I think today we just want to talk a little bit about digital media in India.
Sure.
What's going on, first of all, just broadly?
So video in India has shot up in the last 3 years. It basically is very mobile focused. A large amount of video consumption is happening on mobile right now. Surprisingly, unlike the West, where it's Android and iOS which rules the roost, mostly these are Java and Symbian phones. These are sub $100, and they connect to the internet and they have the ability to play video on the native players. Most of video consumption happens on this, and obviously Blackberries. Blackberries are also very popular.
Blackberries,
yeah. Roughly about 3.5 billion views, and 3.5 billion views, out of which now roughly 30% are happening on mobile.
And how do you see players like YouTube addressing that market?
So out of the 3.5 billion views, 51% is contributed by YouTube. Then roughly about 700 million views happen on Facebook. I think one part which they have done brilliantly well is that they have this massive engine called AdSense, which pretty much actually contributes to about 50% of the total web advertising industry in India. And being the largest player on video, it's almost like they both feed off each other. Because more people put up content and hence they get monetized, and they're pretty much like the only place on the web where you can make money right now.
Do you see local players with local knowledge coming in and saying, you know what, we're going to come up with our own solution?
Yeah, at least about pretty much everybody and their mother wants to do a version of...
my mom's been talking about getting into
yeah, and doing a Hulu there. Yeah, she should talk to my mom. They would probably get along.
They should set up a company.
Yeah, we'll do a con call. So they're basically looking at doing Hulu India. A lot of the big media companies want to do one. They have been at it, and I think in the next few months, they will launch. What remains to be seen is how well they are able to replicate the advertising model, because while you may have content for a short period of time and the media companies are giving you the content, but if you don't ramp that up quick enough, if you're not going to make money, how are you going to pay? It's interesting you talk about Bollywood, right? Bollywood is one of 14 movie industries in India. It's not the only one. If you aggregate a lot of the other ones together, the other 13, they would be comparable in reach, at least. It may not be in size in terms of revenue, but in reach at least when it comes to what Bollywood is able to talk to. Bollywood currently does rule the roost because a majority of Indians speak Hindi, but there is a not so small minority which speaks a lot of other languages. When you have 1.2 billion people, and that's not going to slow down anytime soon, and all of these are being born in various parts of India. So they are not, it's not a one-size-fits-all approach.
Yeah. Where do you see the market in 5, 10 years? How are people watching content in India?
So I think it will be like 90%, if not more, watching it on mobile. Right now we are like totally 8.8% internet penetration. Mobile is at 58%. Yeah. So that 8.8 is actually growing higher, and it's growing higher within that 60% of mobile penetration. So in the next few years, a lot of Indians who have never been away, who have never ever been on the internet, will come for the first time on the internet, and they'll come on their mobile phones. And a lot of them who have never watched a video downloaded off the web will not watch it on YouTube on the PC or on whatever these Hulu sites will be, or web, or on their fixed computers. They are going to watch it on tablets, and they're going to watch it on mobile phones, and that's going to allow people to not only charge for content but also place really targeted advertising. Yeah. So that's where I see it going.
Interesting. Well, cool. Samir, thank you so much for coming by and talking with us.
It was my pleasure being on VideoMind. Thanks for having me.
All right, come back anytime.
Yep.